we are working almost 20 years, focusing basically on soil. And we work a lot on soil erosion, protection of the natural habitats. And while doing this, we did a lot of things. So there was advocacy part. There was a project running part, reforestation, afforestation projects, rural development part in order to decrease the pressure on the natural habitats, on forests and everything. And we run biodiversity programs. So it's a total of everything in reality, but more than this, we did everything with our volunteers. We did everything with our people. And we, as a foundation, we tried to mobilize them and to ask from decision makers to issue law. For example, we achieved to have a law in Turkey for protection of soil and improvement of soil. This was one of the biggest achievements. And then a law for grassland. And now we are working a law for water. By now, we don't have any law for water, so we are working with all stakeholders, including scientists, including people, including all the other NGOs in Turkey and governmental bodies, and we are trying to have the law in force.
And tell me a bit about the level of awareness in Turkey at the moment regarding environmental issues. Is this presumably because you managed to enlist so many volunteers? There is certainly a segment of the population who is very keen to get involved.
Yeah. Actually, we do have a lot of environmental and nature issues. Having said that, as I described before, we are organizing our volunteers, and we do have representatives, volunteer representatives, almost in all cities and towns of Turkey. So our aim is that to increase their capacity, because issues can be solved or can be addressed, and solutions also can be found in local. So that's why we are very much focusing on our local people, and we are trying to increase their capacities. Looking to the environmental and nature issues, there are many. But we think that we should be focusing on protecting of soil and all other natural habitats. We shouldn't be seeing them as resources. We should be seeing them as asset. And therefore, we are very active in all perspectives of the environmental issues, including climate change.
Absolutely, including climate change. And you know, now you've won this award, tell me what effect it's going to have on your organisation and on your volunteers, and how will that inform what you do in the future?
Yeah. First of all, my foundation won the award, and our volunteers, as I said before. What we are going to do from now on, which is good to have recognition also on international platform. Because at the end of the day, everybody is doing what we are doing by heart. Volunteerism is something you can do only with your heart. And you work really very hard on the topics, on the subjects, and which is a point that we can also share our best practices with our local NGOs within the country and outside of the country. So networking of the NGOs are one of the important things. As I said before, we are focusing on soil, and soil and land degradation is a big issue, Without soil, there will be no life. So, looking from that perspective, worldwide also, I think for many years, as human beings, we started lose our respect to soils. And therefore, we will continue to make awareness campaigns. We will continue to make all educational programs. We will be focusing on the soil and land degradation neutral world, and which is very, very important. And we will continue to build the capacity of our representatives, our volunteers, in order to continue work. But this hour is putting a lot of pressure on us, because from now on we have to continue to work harder than until we are working today, and we have to come up with new ideas, new solutions, and we will do this.